Alrighty, the PZ TIE Fighter thing, Tier 6, as said, best in class for very good reasons. It gets the sort of TIE Fighter camo when I bought it. I think I bought it when it came out, but you can have different camo on it. The thing that makes this tank isn't the armour. It's not particularly good, although you'll see that the turret is tough if you use it right. It's the gun. All about the gun, the dispersion and the rate of fire. You've got 13.53 rounds per minute, which is awesome DPM at any tier. I'm skint, so look, there's my spares. I could really do with the bottom row, but I run the tank without, and for all of that, I mean, it's fine. So 2 games for you. First Yamamoto Harbor. First game. You can see I wanted to show this one because it shows you what it does against its peers. Like if you look, you've got a Crom, you've got Type 58, you've got a VK2801, you've got the VK3001D, I think, which is a very tough tank. So I think there's a couple of Tier 7s, yeah there is, but really it's a Tier 6 match, quite typical territory for this tank, especially if you're me, because I'm consistently lower tier in every time I pick this game up, so there you go. And what I'm going to do is go right and kind of sit here, and you can see a number of things with the tank. The first off is gun depression is really good, so you can go ridge fighting it, which is awesome. The second thing you see is I'm up against a Rudy. He's got way over 1,000 hit points, and I'm running around with, I think it's 950. So the hit pool on the tank is not spectacular, but I mean frankly it would be out of balance if you had a bigger hit pool because of the DPM it can pump out. And what I'm going to do is sit here and pump these guys out the distance and use the turret, and you can see I just bounced a shot of 200, yep, straight into the turret, and it will do that all day. It's a very hard pen from this distance. You'll notice that I'm hiding the hull. It has side skirts on it, but they're ornament. That's it. They don't do anything. They just look cool. But I mean, you'll be penned very easily through the side. The other thing is you really must hide the lower glacis because it's a German tank. If you get one through the front, it will screw the drive chain and likely set you on fire. So got to watch that. And that's what I'm doing. You can see I'm hiding the hull of the tank and I'm just using the turret. Actually, you can see I got my angles wrong there as well. I'm now going to re-angle. I think it's the Crom smacked me from the back. He's re-camoed, I can't see him, but I'm not too worried about him. He can fire at my turret all day from there, and good luck to him. So what I'm doing, and this is very deliberate, is I'm working the Rudy, because the Rudy is the tank on the battlefield that I'm most worried about. He's pretty much OP, and what I've been doing is farming his hit points down to kind of an acceptable level. Now I notice that our T-37 is going to go down, and frankly if I let these guys get around the side of me, I'm toast, so I'm going to go and fight them. And here we go, I'm using the turret, and just look at this tank go to work now. Look at the DPM just coming out of it. I'm fighting 2 tanks. I'm not really that worried about them. I'll take one off the Rudy. I'll use the dead carcass of that tank to cover me. I'll bounce another one. And there we go. So we're up to about 1.7. Now I'm going to move into the Crom. That's a lucky shot, to be honest, to pen me from there. I think I'll probably spank some Pramo. Fair enough. I'm going to leave him, although he's low hit points, and I'm going to help my guys out on the church. And the Type 58, you'll notice, is camped like an absolute boss. He really could have done with helping his team there and pushing, but he hasn't. And that's all over for the Crom. And I'm looking at my hit pool and I'm thinking, well, yeah, I can take one off this guy. He's gone. Onto Type 58. I really don't want to die here because I've done a fair amount of damage. I cleared the Type 58, it's possible it's a mastery game. Probably not, you probably need to be getting closer to 2.5k. to do that, plus some more Spine XP. But nevertheless, I'm playing the percentages. I'm not going to YOLO in on this Type 58. And you can see the gun, that there's no problem at all with the pen. The accuracy is absolutely bloody fantastic. And there it is. And that in the tank, I've played 20 games this month. I'm on 85% in the tank. It's a typical game from it. It will do anywhere between 1.8 and 2.6k damage, assuming you're not a noob and you just stay in the game and work the DPM. So, to be quite honest, it's pretty good for stat padding. The second game I want to show you because it's unusual in a way, and if you look at this, I am for once top tier, so I have seen the wonders of tier 5 in it, and to be honest, I'm looking at this game going, I'm just licking my lips, I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm bloody top tier, I can't believe it. So these guys are going to take a hiding. So if you think about it, the only guys I'm really worried about are the KV2, because those damn things can really one-shot you. You've got a 950 hit pool, you can take 460 out of me, no trouble. And the other two tier 6 tanks. For the rest, I'm not that worried. In fact, I'm feeling nearly confident. So for all of that, I want the Easy 8 to follow me out here, because I don't want to get YOLO'd on my own. And to be fair to him, although he did want to go left, he's coming. And you can see at the beginning of this game, and I'm not making excuses, my ping's just sucking at the moment. I eventually start to get my aim on and start pumping this DK for damage. Again, you can see the turret going to work, it's bouncing nicely. I'm going to pop out the Leo, which is a bit smashed for it. It's totally unnecessary. It's like, you know, kind of, I'm playing tier 5, I'm going to be overconfident, like an idiot. So, Easy 8's going to push down, I'm going to follow with him, and I'm going to give some fast support, because I've been a noob and I'm in marginal hit point distress. So I'm going to push down here. And I'm finding this particular game at the moment a little bit frustrating. I've not, in all honesty, played well. I've not helped the team. I've been driving the tank with, 13 rounds per minute DPM, and I've done 274 damage. So I've been a noob. But for all of that, deceit and treachery, I know the Easy 8's going to get pushed, and I'm just sat here behind a rock and I'm going to farm damage. Fair to say. The Scavenger is absolutely desperate to clear him, and you know, this is going to be the undoing of him, because he's going to take a horrible pounding off me for this. And you look, I side scrape into the rock to hide the front, so I do not want an engine fire. But that will happen in this tank. But for all of that, he still pens me, but you can see what I was trying to do, noob that I am. So the Scavenger's bothering me. I would really like to clear that guy. He can pop one into the side, but he's not playing, so I'm going to go and help the team. Clear out the T-37. I see the KV2, and I'm like, right, I need to get around the side, I need to clear this scav, so therefore I do trade with him, but that was a deliberate trade. And by the way, the scav's a nasty tank. It's the gun on it's great, and it really is a tough tank, so I needed him out. KV2 I'm not worried about, but I can just out DPM him, no worries. He can point his gun at me, he's fired, count to 18, it's not happening. So we're down to the ramp, and you notice, you might think I'm kind of screwing around here and playing with my food, but I'm not actually, because the Ram 2 has a very good rate of fire. It's not a typical tank you want to be in a DPM trade in, and especially when the guy's up on hit points. So what I'm going to do is hold here and hope that the SU-85 stops camping like a boss sometime soon. I'm aware that I'm on for a Radley's, and then I get whacked for 169. I'm thinking, that's a hell of a roll. They're like a hell of a roll. And it's like, anyway, jeez. I don't think I ever saw a Ram 2 put a roll that large into anything, but there you go. For all that, I clear him. And I'm done. So, a couple of games in the tank, one tier 5, one tier 6. I hope you can see what it will do. If it comes on sale again, I would highly recommend that you buy the tank. It is a an absolute beast once you learn to play it and come to terms with it. Anyway, enjoy. Cheers.